ego is a funny character when we allow it to drive, especially with these problems. Because it's, how do I figure it out? 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 How can I figure it out? How can I figure it out? How can I figure it out? We can be really stuck in that, and that's why it seems so powerful, because we're stuck in this quicksand of how to figure it out. Now the soul doesn't even figure anything out. The soul is the solution. The connection to the soul is the solution to any problem, because the soul helped guide us through problems before in which the solutions came up. The solutions showed up. We did the actions to resolve whatever that problem was. Hello everyone. Happy whatever day it is. It's always so grateful to be able to be alive. Take in some breaths. A lot of people aren't able to be able to do that in this moment. So if you're here, you should definitely be grateful to be alive. Even if the situations aren't happening the way that you would like for them to happen, you're still alive. And that's definitely a great reason to be grateful. Cacao. Keys cacao. Amazing. Look it up. Definitely very therapeutic to have some cacao in the morning. This is my morning coffee that I actually have been doing less of than I normally would be. Before I would do it like 5 times out the week. Now it's about 3 to 4 times a week. So what's going on in your world in this moment? What things are rising for you? You know, this amazing realization that I just came to by just having a conversation with someone. And it's our ego thinks that a problem is bigger than us. Our soul knows that we're bigger than any problem and that we can overcome any problem. And our soul remembers that we overcame other problems in our life. So the formula for me is like, if we overcame problems before, why can't we overcome a problem right now? Why do you think that? As I sip this cacao, sip my tea. Think about that. So I think that we may feel that we can't overcome a problem that we're dealing with in the moment is because in the moment, things are way more intense than when we're thinking about something before. But when you think about something before, when we bring it into the moment, it can be intense. Why is that? I believe I heard it from Tony Robbins when he says, energy flows where our attention goes. So if our attention in a moment is on a problem or a situation, all our energy and focus is into it, so then it magnifies. And then what can happen is this egoic part of us see this situation, see this problem, and this is like the main focus right now. So it's focused on trying to figure it out. Trying to figure out the problem, trying to figure out the solution to the problem, trying to figure a way to get out of this. The ego is a funny character when we allow it to drive, especially with these problems. Because it's, how do I figure out, how do I figure it out, how do I figure it out, how do I figure it out, how can I figure it out, how can I figure it out, how can I figure it out? We can be really stuck in that, and that's why it seems so powerful, because we're stuck in this quicksand of how to figure it out. Now the soul doesn't even figure anything out. The soul is the solution. The connection to the soul is the solution to any problem, because the soul helped guide us through problems before in which the solutions came up. Solutions showed up. We did the actions to resolve whatever that problem was. And then we even come to a point of realizing that the problem wasn't even a problem. But in the moment, the problem seemed like it is a problem. So what problem is intense for you right now in this moment? Have you tried to figure it out and it hasn't been working? Are you going to keep trying to figure it out? What would happen if you just embody the solution and allow the solution to come to you and show up, and take the action from that solution? We can't try to solve a problem in the energy of a problem, but we can allow the solution to be the solution to that by embodying the solution and allowing the solution to take its course. And it starts with connecting to the soul. That's what works for me. There's really no problem that the soul doesn't know the solution to. Just really think about that. The soul is our connection to the infinite creator, the higher power of your understanding. And you feel like that's the person, or that's the energy that would already have the solution, because it allows you to create the illusion of the problem. So if there's a problem, there's already a solution. So embody the solution instead of embodying the problem. Stay connected.